Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to Expeditions Vikings. Expeditions Viking. Oh, my lord. I'm even getting it wrong when I get the first part right. Damn it. Now then, can I actually tax anything in the King's Hall? I mean, that would be pushing my luck, I feel. But alas, it seems I cannot. Is there really nothing I can tax at all? No. Plenty of people that I could end up having to fight if I tried to tax things. So let's not, shall we? Let's just head on out. Actually, can I chat with you? A quick word, if you please. Sure. I actually... You seem like an upstanding fellow. I trust you're not too surprised by His Majesty's rejection. After all, you are foreign warriors of pagan faith. I'm not too surprised. I did expect something along these lines, yes. Well, I guess my expectations were very quickly formed the moment I saw the bishop whispering poison into the king's ears. But yeah, I did expect something to this tune. Perhaps in the future, things may be different between us. I hope you don't find this impertinent, but would you and your retinue honor me with a practice fight? That is actually a bit surprising, but what terms do you have in mind? Myself and 5 of my people against yourself and 5 of yours. I will stake my spear, leech stave, on the fight. There will of course be no deaths or serious injuries. We wish only to test your mettle, as it were. And you may likewise test ours. Why do you wish to train with us? To be completely honest, we simply wish to see how you fight. Well, your honesty has won you the fight. Has won you the opportunity to fight. We accept. Very good. We will borrow a suitable field south of the city, across the river, and meet in mock combat in the spirit of friendship. I like this. Fighting for friendship. Yes, okay, very well. Shall we head down there? I think we should. Oh, what a wonderful way to crash the game straight away. Well, that was, not great. Be right back. Oh, there we go. It took me 3 attempts. The last attempt, the successful attempt, I saved immediately after accepting Leofric's quest, so maybe there was some hiccup there. I also set it as the active quest as well, just in case there was an issue. Right, okay, so we've just immediately exited the longhouse of the king. A man dressed in simple yet elegant clothes takes a few steps towards you as you leave King Osred's hall. He extends both hands to show that he is unarmed. All right. Though a smile rests on the man's lips, there is no hint of it in his eyes. How fare you, Halford? My name is Wada. I should like a word or two with you, if you can spare the time. That's a very different tone than the king took with me. Not afraid to be seen with the vile heathens? Wada's smile widens, but it's still nowhere to be seen in his eyes. The king is proud of the strength of his faith. We are not, all of us, so pious. I wonder if this is because my perception that I can see that it's not in his eyes. Wonder if it would just be, oh yeah, his smile widens. If so, I would be especially impressed, and also, you know, another mark on the reasons why I adore this game. Not here, though. We should talk in a more private location. Come, I know just the place. All right, I was going to go to the Champions League, apparently, but very well. I wish I could walk. It burns a little bit running around. Oh, can we do that? Can I just? No. That's a bit of a shame because I'm the sort of person who will always slow down to a walk when I'm just moving around on MMOs and stuff like that, just for roleplay reasons. I think I've mentioned it several times before that some of the best moments, the most epic moments are when you're just kind of wandering through a newbie zone on your epic steed with obvious, you know, later game clothes on, and you're just kind of sauntering through town, just, you know, past all the newbies. It makes everything feel worth it. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of vanity now and then. Shush. Okay then, Wada, what would you like to speak of that required a private location? Though, don't mind me. Just taxing. A little bit of taxing. Never hurted anyone. Hurt, I mean to say. This will do. We're away from prying eyes, and the walls of the old fortress lend some weight to our meeting. Wouldn't you agree? If this is an ambush, I'll be more than upset. But yes, there's something conspiratorial about this. So I'm normally I wouldn't level an accusation against someone, but I am just going to make it quite clear that I'm not going into this wide-eyed and innocent. This seems something about it seems off. I have nothing to gain from ambushing you, but we both have much to gain from working together. You have my ear for now, Wada. I'm an elder man under King Osred, a noble ruling over a small shire to the south. But Osred is not my sovereign. I serve another, our former king, Ethelred, first of his name. He was deposed and exiled a decade ago, but he has recently returned. I believe your arrival is quite fortuitous for Ethelred and for our plans, and I believe he would agree. If you travel to Inglewood to the northwest and meet him in his camp, you will have much to discuss. Well, obviously the king doesn't know he serves another. That's a silly question to ask, and I won't have my character appear stupid by asking it. But I take it that this is the cause of Osred's reticence. I expect the raids of your countrymen are as much to blame, but yes, Osred's spies have heard news of Ethelred's return. Fortunately, his current whereabouts elude them as of yet. The king's lack of information is our major advantage. We must not tip our hand too early, and that is where you come in. Well, I mean, we're not here to join someone else's war, but where there is a war, there is looting to be had, and we are here for looting. I'm not going to say I'll make no promises, because that's obvious. I appreciate that you've reached out to us. We'll meet your king as soon as we're able. Very good. I'll travel ahead and let Ethelred know that you're coming, to avoid any misunderstandings. That would be wise. Just as Wada turns to leave, a voice rings out from behind you. And what do we have here? An elder man consorting with foreign heathens in secret? What will his majesty think when he hears of this? Damn, Osred's spies have followed you from his hall. Well, what did you expect? You literally approached us just after we'd left. If you wanted this to... it was a bad time to try and approach us. You should have followed us somewhere. Ah, my lord. We must prevent word of our meeting from reaching the king, or Ivrawick will be closed to me. This is your problem, not mine. Fine, they won't leave this place alive. Had the king been a little bit more accommodating, then maybe this wouldn't play out this way. But the king played his hand earlier. I have no allegiance to him as yet. Perhaps I would have had he been a little bit cleverer. Right, okay, well, unfortunately, we're in a pretty rough position here. Got 2 melee combatants there. Got a bunch of people over there. Morkant, I don't like having you out here, but let's move you forward. Mostly so I can move others around behind. Right, oh, you're fighting with us, are you? Very well, then I would like to have a look at what you're set up for. Ooh, you have actually got a lot of abilities. Cook shot, okay. You've got a spear, crucible spear, crucible seal sword. Alright, well, I would rather you not be anywhere near all of this. Meleeers to the front. Please and thank you. You've got some cover. I like... Gunnar up front as well. They've got some ranged, and I can only assume that you are going to... You've got a sling. Or about you? I mean, you're going to just be mostly ranged, I should imagine. You've got a knife here. You've got 2 armored combatants there, which is gonna be a bit of a problem. But the main thing for me right this second is making sure that Leafier blocks this path. We can hold them here. I could possibly... Actually, is Leafier? You can hold them there. Get up there. Okay. From there, you're going to be able to hold this. I will have... What kind of weapons have they got? Okay, an axe and a knife, so you're not going to be able to do any kind of reach attack. Axe, the sword and a knife. Okay, so there's not going to be any potential for reach attacks from them. Very well. I will have our spear maidens back here. Actually, do I not have... Oh, no, I don't. I've only got an F yet. Ah, okay. Well, that's fine. That's more than enough, frankly. I don't think we're going to need more than that. However, Morkant, I want you to be back here under cover, please. And I would like to have... well, yeah, both of our healers under cover. We will have myself down here. It's not brilliant cover, but it is something. Gunnar, there's no cover there for you, unfortunately. The main thing, though, is to keep my enemies from being able to get in any kind of obvious position to attack us. There will be two there, but even if I were to move you forward... actually, no, there would only be one here, but they could... Ah, you're illuminated. Alright, then pull back. Okay, this is the best setup I think we can do. Unfortunately, we are on the back foot here. But hopefully, with you up front there, they're going to be limited in how they can attack. They are going to hurt you, but there we go. Good. Shield managed to prevent a bit of that. Okay, you charge forward instead of going for an obvious attack there. You're illuminated. Alright. Going for cover and a sling. Ooh. We resisted a bunch of that, but that was actually not great. Good, they missed. That was not great, I'll be honest with you. We're tired, aren't we? Drive. What's happening there? What was that? Blinded. Perception -5. That's not awful, actually. Okay, first and foremost, Morkant, I would like you... Sacrament. Base mental and physical resistance is doubled. Thank you. And with that, go ahead and move up there. Just be out of the way of any obvious attacks. Roskva, come on down here. And... I could taunt one of them through there. 2 attacks of opportunity would be quite nice. That's a good move. They have no particular defense here. So, go ahead and level one of them. Critical as well.
For exploiting such an obvious opening.
Beautiful. In that case, let's get you over here. This is going to be painful for whoever walks through that area. Alright, Leafier, I need you to... Actually, you could go ahead and stun this person, just keep him out of the fight. Alternatively, I could have you go in and just... You'll win this fight. I could have you brace... No. Go ahead. We'll take him down. That shouldn't be an issue. In fact, I could follow up by... Ah, damn. He's got cover. That's a shame. You do not, however. You do. You do not. And in fact, I'll take you out completely. Let's drop this around there, though. There we are. It's going to make it a little bit easier, because then I can possibly follow through with a quick shot. 90% chance to hit, and we will take them down. Let's do it. There we go. And then we're going to deliver another attack then on you. You're a healer, so this may distract you from attacking. There we are. Right, now then, Roskva. Can we convince this person to run through? That work? Okay, they're going to take a lot of attacks of opportunity coming through here. And resisted stunned. Wow, and is now stunned. That worked so well. Oh, I approve. Right, stunned means that on the next turn they're going to come out of that, which is fine. I could have you move down, take them out, honestly. Sure, they are not going to have an attack of opportunity, so make this happen, please. Beautiful. And we can't afford to be gentle with these people, unfortunately, and that does suck. But, I mean, killing them is the only way to silence them for good. Quite simple. Let's get over there. Into cover. Can you move likewise into cover? You can get over there and back in cover, but it's not going to be great. Do it anyway, though. That way they're next to a bunch of people. Alright, that worked pretty resoundingly well. Roskva, move over towards Leaf here, because they are going to need healing next time. Well done, Shield. Performed your role admirably. Who are they going for? They are going for, well, someone that they missed. Okay, fair enough. You can move up, finish them off. There we go. Perfect. Leafier, can you finish them for me? Double perfect. At this point, we could do a lot of things, but I'm simply going to go ahead and heal. Actually, I could have had more cats with healing, thinking about it.
I'm in your tent.
I think I'm going to have... I'm not going to give the kill to our ally there. I'm going to have my character take it. There we go. All done. No one even wounded at the end of the battle. Someone was wounded. One person actually got wounded. There we go. The last of Osrit's men fall. And when Neri paused to catch his breath, Wada draws a knife and finishes off each of the surviving attackers in turn. Okay, well, it wouldn't have helped if I'd left them alive. One of them did actually survive, I guess. Please forgive me for that display of cruelty. As I said, I must be absolutely sure that this meeting doesn't make it to the king. He tosses you a pouch of coin. Here, the leader had this. Now it looks like a common robbery, and it's only right you keep the coin as thanks for helping me. I'm leaving for Inglewood, at once. I hope to see you there. Go with God, mine or yours, whichever favors you best. I appreciate his notion of faith there. He gets points, and we get valuables. Mwahaha. Perfect. I mean, it would have been nice if we didn't have to kill a bunch of people straight off the bat, but you know, we don't always get what we want. And like I said, we wouldn't be doing this had the king just been more accommodating. Then none of this would have had to happen at all. So really, it's the king's fault his people are dead. No, even I don't believe that, actually. That's a lie too far. Still, it is unfortunate that a bunch of people had to die just doing their duty. Right, plenty of taxing to be done here. And we have reached some sort of... Can we cross this area? No, this is the very, very north of the area. Very well. I think it's north anyway. Don't mind me. Just collecting taxes. For who? Well, for... If you're going to assume it's your king, then I'm going to let you make that assumption. However, it is, of course, for me. Let's grab all this. Can I loot this through the building like I just did the last one? Yeah, apparently I can. That's kind of weird, but okay. Hello. Onwards to more taxing. Mistakenly called it looting just now. It's of course not looting. It's something far more legal. However, I don't want to miss these things up there. I have no idea what you guys were just about to say. Ooh, hello. Don't mind me. Hello, Kyr. You gradually become aware of a woman watching you from down the street. When your eyes meet her gaze, her face lights up with a smile that beams mischief. She raises a dainty hand in greeting and waves you closer. She's a gorgeous woman, somewhere in her early 20s. She's alluringly dressed in red fabrics worthy of a queen. You have no doubt men would kill for her. And something about her makes you think perhaps some have. I wonder again if this is coming through my perception and sense. Her voice is thick and smooth as honey. It's a rare thing to see such finely dressed visitors as you in our streets. She leans in slightly to look past you, letting her eyes glide slowly across your herdman. With a retinue like that, you must be some manner of king? Not quite king. I'm Aavak, Thane of Skien. Curiosity twinkles in her eyes when you speak. Your voice. You speak in such a strange way. Will you say something in your own language? As a Welshman who streams, this is not at all unknown to me, this feeling. Your beauty paints the whole world in new and vivid colours. One day I will lead 100 ships up the river and set this entire town ablaze. Wow. Of all the strange things I have experienced here, you may be the strangest. I'm not going to lie. I have no intention of setting this place on fire. It is far too useful as a fort. If I came here with my ships, I might put some of the houses to the torch, and also some of the people, possibly. But the whole place would survive my visit. In fact, might become an outpost. So that's not true. Furthermore, she isn't strange. In fact, that's the problem. I think my character has an idea of this lazy's nature. She is, however, beautiful, and yes, especially that beautiful red dress. There we go. She conceals her smile coquettishly with the back of her hand, but she cannot conceal her excitement. That's beautiful. It sounds like a heathen spell, almost. Wow. Okay. My name is Kaya, widow of the merchant Baldred. I'm honored to meet you. Almost imperceptibly, Kaya glides one step toward you. I don't wish to impose upon a man of your standing, but you fascinate me. Will you consider lending me your aid? I'm not in the business of helping people. I am, actually. You're a difficult woman to turn down. She hasn't got a spell on me. I'm going to respond to this in the same way that I respond to others. That very much depends on the nature of the arrangement. My husband was a great man. We had not been married long when disease claimed him, and I still live in sorrow of the loss. Your sorrow had escaped my notice, I must confess. Kaya's voice rises slightly as she speaks, and takes on a strangely wispy quality. It reminds you of Edith telling her stories about the hearth when you were a child. Since his passing, I have known many suitors. Most I turn away, but some I've deemed worthy of my attention. I have bestowed favours upon 3 heroes in the past, but all have abandoned me in the end. Smiling sweetly, she reaches up to brush a strand of golden hair away from her face. Somehow the gesture ends with her slender hand placed lightly on your chest. Witchcraft, how did this happen? Especially with 9 perception. If you can find and reclaim my gifts, you will earn my undying gratitude, and you will be richly rewarded, I promise. This is far beneath my dignity. I won't help you. What are these gifts you want back? I'm still curious enough to ask questions before outright turning her down. As she speaks, she counts on her fingers. Here in Eforwick, my elfin knight still holds a white glove as token of what we once had together. In Scarborough, my poet carries my fairy ring, doubtless close to his heart, though he too fled me in the end. A grey sadness comes over her, and far to the north, in the capital of the Picts, my bear still has Woden's horn that I bestowed upon him before I knew his cruelty. Okay, I believe that part. The rest of it I seem to see through, and the text implies that I see through it. It's like, I could choose to believe this. It is a beautiful lie, at least some of it, but most likely a lie. She's quite practiced with rhetoric, it seems. But the description there seems a pinch genuine. If you can retrieve these past favours for me, I will give you a favour of your own. One that is worth more than the other 3 combined. I won't be dismissive of it. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it well. The idea of like, maybe if I have time, that I don't think that's fitting of a thing. Either I do or I do not. The whole Mr. Miyagi thing. There is no try. Either I will accept your quest and I will complete it, or I will not accept your quest and I will let you know that I will not. I'll do my very best to retrieve your favors. Health, yeah, Kiri. I will be eagerly awaiting your return, oh mysterious stranger. I feel it is far more mysterious about you than me. Right, okay, well, let's actually have a look at that one. The Dowager Kiri in Aavak has bestowed tokens of her love on 3 of her past suitors, but each has abandoned her in turn. Kiri has asked you to retrieve the favors for her, promising a far greater reward for your help. The Elfin Knight, the Poet, and the Bear. Curious combination. I'm genuinely quite curious to see where that goes. Genuinely quite curious. And not for the obvious reason that you're probably thinking. I'm beyond such things. I tell myself frequently. Right, okay, let's... I almost forgot what I came around here for. Taxes. No taxes will escape my gaze. Oh. Apparently those taxes did, because there weren't any there. Hello. Can we go through here? Can I not cross that? That is a shame. It looks like I have to go down. Oh well. Let's go through. I'll probably have a word. Well, it's hello, strangers. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going to take it as a polite greeting. We still have a place to go, and that is to meet Leofric. I'm trying to get my tongue around some of these names, and the sad part is some of them are quite British names. I should be better at pronouncing them. Maybe we'll visit Wales, but I doubt it in this. I could then showcase how good I am at pronouncing names that actually make sense to my tongue. Because it's got nothing to do with making sense to my head. Letters are letters are letters. But, I don't know. Certain names taste better. Hello. Hildmer Forthredesanu. Wow, okay. That name does not taste good. You find a man matching Kira's description of a, elfin knight, sweeping in front of his house in a not-so-elfish manner. He becomes very ill at ease when it's clear that you mean to speak with him. Wes Hal. Good day, friend. Do you know a woman by the name Kiri? I'm going to repronounce her name differently every time. Let's skip the pleasantries, hand over Kiri's white glove, and we'll be on our way again. I mean, that might actually work. He doesn't seem too fond of our presence, but I'm not going to open up impolitely. The man is holding the broomstick in front of himself like he's trying to hide behind it. She chose you? Really? What's that meant to mean? Are you fully aware of what you've gotten yourself into? Kiri is beautiful, that's true, but she's not normal. Well, I kind of got a hint that she wasn't normal by the nature of the gifts that she'd handed out in as her favour. There is something otherworldly about her, I fancy. She certainly gave me that impression. That whole thing with me being her elfin knight. What title did she grant you? Her tall warrior? She obsessed with these whimsical tales. If you feel that way, then why did you even keep the glove? Well, I suppose it was rather sweet at the time. The glove is a keepsake. It reminds me of our time together. I used to think I would marry her. I feel a little sorry for him. I'm willing to pay for the glove. I'll give it freely if you're so intent on it. It's worth nothing but for the fond memories tied to it. A man ducks into his house for a moment. When he reappears, he's holding a fine white glove delicately pinched between index and thumb. I warn you, though. Kiri's other paramours will not be so easy to part from their gifts. The one she calls her poet, I've met. He's a real sweet talker. I've never met her other one, the man from Pictland. I've heard the stories, though. He's a jealous man with a violent temper, and you should watch out for him. I'll be careful. The man nods, uncertain. And I wish you good luck. See, this is why I don't open with impoliteness. It's not necessary. Some people are just... they're busy with their own problems. Why should I go out of my way to make their lives less pleasant? Besides, I think spite is beneath a thing. One final thing, please. Beware Kiri's charms. I remember how alluring she can be. She can drive a man to horrible deeds. Yes, that's one thing I am worried about. Thank you for the warning, though. I'll bear it in mind. Right, okay, well, we've actually been past this way before, so let's move on. That was a fairly simple one to get. We have to head in this direction to our next destination. Oh, fantastic, so many things. Ah, even more things. Visiting towns, very profitable for taxmen like myself. Don't mind me just grabbing some more taxis before I come and talk with you. Looks like we can talk with them. Are you like a trader? Oh no, actually, Osgith. Oh, okay. We've had the honor of selling to His Grace the Bishop. If His Grace buys here, why shouldn't you? Well, that does sound rather good. Oh, no. We are not thieves, we are tax people. There's some more things over here as well. Didn't seem that I could actually trade with them, which was unfortunate. Take all of these. Barghests. Kenredess daughter. Let's have a chat. A very young woman, barely out of adolescence, stands in front of a table that has sprouted a dense flora of herbs and fungi. The girl looks far too demure for this line of work. Her timid voice drowns completely in the ambient chatter of the market street, but fortunately, her well-positioned stall and its blooming arrangement of wares still appears to attract a cheer of customers. Seeing you heading toward her, she takes a step back into the shade of the canvas, as though hoping to become invisible and thus avoid your frightful patronage. Pretend I didn't notice that insult. Show me your wares so we can get this over with. She seems... I'm not going to insult her. No, I think that was a little bit too... That's flat out intimidating. This isn't much better. Oh, we'll go with this one. We'll play along. What? Where did the merchant girl go? I could have sworn she was here just a moment ago. Your performance would have turned the worst scald red with second-hand embarrassment. Yes, okay, fine, whatever. But the girl relaxes visibly and even permits herself a smile at your obvious display of humour. See, there we go. Shush. At least Kettle wasn't here. He would have commented, I'm sure. Forgive me, Halford. I meant no disrespect. My grandmother has instructed me not to deal with your people. Fine. I'm not going to have her disrespect her grandmother. You don't want my coins. I'll find medicine elsewhere. It's no issue for me. I've got plenty of medicine besides. I don't want to cause trouble for the girl. That's not why I'm here. Grab all of this. Oh, no. Those are clearly not taxable goods. Ooh. A beast! A beast! Okay. He grabs at your clothes. Animal panic writ across his face. Please, you have to help me. Okay, slow down, explain. His fingers tighten and clutches you as though the safety of his life depended on it. It'll come for me next. A great black dog, the fires of hell in its eyes. All who look upon it will die. See there, across the bridge. It feasts in the alleyway on the victim before me. He gathers himself, eyes still watering with terror. It will not catch me. No, it will not catch me. The barguest cometh. Man, more things I can't collect. So it's over the bridge, is it? Can anyone else have made it out? It doesn't look like many people over here are dead. Fine products from Northumbria. This one's taken a little bit more precedence. Where is it? Let me track. Oh, no, it goes in this way. Very well. Let's go and find ourselves some sort of otherworldly creature. Oh, actually, yeah, that is a corpse. And that, and let's have a look. Valuables, mead. Okay. You kneel down to examine the corpse. Its wounds are many and worryingly savage. Okay. Listen carefully. Through the somewhat foreign sounds of Iforic's urban life, you make out a distinct impression of chains rattling as they're dragged across the ground. Examine the body. The flesh of his chest is nothing so much as glistening ribbons and fetid guts. Strong jaws and sharp teeth have torn hungry into it. This looks like a dog attack to me, albeit a particularly unpleasant dog. Let's see if anyone nearby keeps dogs then. We'll examine the area. Though difficult to make out, you discern tracks in the packed dirt of the alleyway. Large paw prints and grooves scraped by long claws. Okay. Let's have a look. Can I get around here at all? No? Doesn't seem I can. Oh no, I can. We are at the very edge of the screen. Can I... Allow me to tax. I don't care if it's the edge of the screen. Ah, you scallywag. Ah, there we go. Haha. No taxes escape my eyes, except the ones that aren't there. I am a paranoid taxman, okay? But I'm not an unobservant one. I just check everywhere, thoroughly. This is good. Hello? Someone's staggered to the river, I think. Well, we're going to keep going in this direction. More taxes to be had. Anyone here got anything to say? Did anyone make it out? Make it out of what? People keep referring to something, but I've not got anyone I can actually talk to get the full story. Okay. There we are. It wasn't under a yawning or anything like that. It was actually just in an alley. We are becoming rather wealthy just by grabbing the things that we're allowed to grab in this area, which is kind of crazy in a way. Can I get back there? Apparently I've got really long arms. Either that or telekinesis. One or t'other. I don't really mind which. This will be the edge of the screen, perhaps? Or the edge of this area. Wow, we're going a very long way just to get one barrel, but okay. No, it actually has something in it. Freaking out. I'm going to have to go all the way back. No, wait. Before we do, let's be thorough. Let's grab these. Take all of those. I will speak with you in just a moment. There we go. I wonder if my stats are having any effect on this as well. I wonder if we gather more things because we actually have reasonable perception. Though with that, I wouldn't be too surprised if people in my herd affected it. Most things only run off your character's stats, but there are some things that will be affected by the herd itself. And I would not be too surprised if general looting would be something that would be affected by the herd. That being said, it always seems to be my character running to things and the herd just following, so it's hard to say. Emma, let's have a word with you. Look at you all, menacing and foreign. Come to raid the home of a poor old woman. I warn you, my dogs are fiercer than they look. Do you let your dogs roam at night? She laughs, a reedy, hacking wheeze. My darlings did not kill that poor man in the alley. Is that not why you're here? Be glad you have not seen the creatures that did it. A man came to me, claimed to have seen a great beast. What is this creature that haunts your city? Is it a get of Fenrir? No time for nonsense. A man is dead and another scared witless. Tell me what you know. Claimed to have seen a great beast. Then his days run short, I'm afraid. There's little to be done. A moment ago, my darlings went mad with fear. They barked at the walls like the devil himself were there. Mark my words, Norseman. Another victim lies within the old walls. What is a barguest? Her eyes grow wide and bright, strange fervour coming over her old form. It enters our city from time to time, it does. A great black dog with fiery eyes. The snickets and ginnels of Iforwick have become its abode. Death follows where the barguest passes. Beware the rattle of chains. Tell me more. When it appears, all dogs follow it, howling and baying. When it lays across the threshold of your house, your end is foretold. Superstitious drivel. What do you know of the supernatural? I mean, to be fair, when it comes to the supernatural, I'm gonna take the word of Roskva over Nefia. But no, it cannot cross running water. It will find you. It will find a way to you, yes, but it may buy some time. Thank you for your time, Elder. Okay. Interesting. Search for another victim. Well, the search is taking me over running water. Well, that does... actually, she did say it will find you one way or t'other. I suppose that makes sense. It's hard to hide from supernatural things, but... very well, a little bit of taxing. I think we've more or less taxed this area quite thoroughly, though. Yeah, we have. Alright, well, we're going to cross this bridge and continue the search for the Barghest in the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this one, though, and will be joining me for the next. There are strange things afoot. Whether strange people or strange unearthly dogs. Just lots of strange. I hope our dueling companion doesn't get too bored with the wait. Yeah, he needs the practice anyway. I mean, he's going to go up against my herd. There's no winning for him, but hopefully he can put on a decent display and won't be too humiliated by his defeat. But that's going to be it from me. So until next time, and as always, do take care, everyone.